I'm going to do my best to explain this. So I was on TikTok, and I might show a TikTok just to give some context, but I came across this video that I didn't really understand, and so I did a little bit more research. There's this company called Free Water, and if you go to the website,
Do they have free water or what?
freewater.io, I believe it is, which is like the cool new company domain using .io, freewater.io. So essentially what this is
this a video game?
no. It's I'll
kidding.
just show you that, Steve, so you can see it. So you have a visual. Free water.
All right. Is it free?
So the idea
Sick art
is what free water is there's this guy, I don't know his name, but he wanted to be able to give people free water, like free access to water, without them having to pay for it, but having the advertisers pay for it. So what the company is, and I really hope that we're on the tip of this because I think it's such a fucking smart idea for products, for food, whatever it is. What happens is you apply for a case of free water, and they send it to you, and it's completely free, no strings attached. The people who pay for it are the people who advertise on the label.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
So you see, right?
Yeah.
I'll put a little screenshot on screen.
That's pretty cool.
So every label has like a QR code.
Yeah.
And when you become an advertiser, you essentially, however much you decide to pay is how many bottles it will go on. So you're essentially, as an advertiser, paying for free water for people. And the caveat is that when you get your can of beer, it'll say like, McDonald's McChicken, and there'll be a QR code. Or in some circumstances, dude, people are going to like click off to check the Discord.
At least it's got some effect on it. So.
I know. People will be paying for things with the viewing of an ad. So like, let's say, for example, you're going to get McDonald's. This is a thing that he brought up. That he was like, this is what I think the future of like food and beverage consumption is. If let's say you get a McDouble, a McChicken, and like a small fry from McDonald's.
Yep.
And they say in order to pay for it, you can either send us literal funds, you can pay for it with like regular currency or money, or you can watch a number of ads. And those advertisers, that advertiser's money is paying for the food that you're buying, or the beverage, or the product, or the service. And dude, I think it's the future of, especially people who are who have less, who have lesser means.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, it kind of scares me a little bit, but I know that I'm not paying for it, but it is advertising, and my feelings upon that. So, if it's a label on a bottle, I don't care that much, but I mean, what you're talking about, I don't know.
As an option, though. So
I just feel like it's like the whole fucking TikTok thing where it's like, want to break from the ads? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's more, either don't pay and have ads shoved down your throat, or pay money and ignore them. And knowing me, I'm going to be the guy who's like, I'm going to pay so I don't have to get advertised to.
I agree.
But I do think it is a valid option for people who can't afford fucking water, which should be free.
Think about Flint, Michigan.
Yeah. No, they're fucked
their
still.
water
I'm sorry,
supply has
I know
been
we're going to get
so
demonetized
bad.
already because of me.
No, it's been so bad because something is just wrong with their water. It could be fracking. It could be a number of issues. But for people who don't have the option, especially people in third world countries that, potentially walk miles to just get clean water, think about sending them free water, and like, because an advertiser has paid to put whatever product or service they have on the bottle. This is, I think, the ultimate question for people. And if you want to answer, put it in the comments. Let's say you go to buy, like, you get a DoorDash order for $5, and you got like, like an icy and a Twix, and they said you can pay $5 or you can watch 5 ads. I think a lot of people would click the fucking ads and walk away.
I mean, if you could walk away.
So the idea that he showed was,
I know what you're saying, but
you,
I'm like,
you watch the ads, and at the end of the ads, you get a pin or a QR code that you then enter into the app that says you've gone through the ads.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I think a lot of people be like, yeah, I'd like to save $5.
No, I mean, I think it's cool, and I definitely would do what I can to like help people out, even if it's watch ads or pay some extra amount to get some branded water or whatever, to get free water to people. That's tight. I think the implications of stuff like that, like Sean said, becomes scary, where you're saying watch the ads to get free stuff, basically. It's like was it Black Mirror or what, where
it was something we talked about.
Yeah, we've already talked about it, where somebody will sit down and like make you watch the ads to get to it. And to some people, it's like time or money. Like, I might rather pay $5 than spend 10 minutes or whatever watching ads. But if you don't have money, or if I'm like, I got time to kill, why not? It's cool. I just getting that shit as the option to force feed you ads.
Yeah,
man.
To me, it's still like, and I don't want to get too political here with this, but it is still capitalism at its finest. It is. You are getting something in return for being a consumer and being subject to advertising, which I'm a huge, I absolutely hate ads. Like, so I'm not trying to say that this is a bad idea. I think this is awesome. I think that, there are a lot of people in the world who can't afford water, and to get water for free, to have a sticker on a bottle, is much different to me than McDonald's offering me a burger for,
I think the water aspect is what is most important. But it is a model for other goods and services. And I wouldn't be surprised, especially with the future of automation in jobs, that, things like universal basic income become more like realistic, and, stuff like this where you pay by watching a couple ads. I don't know. I think in this packaging for water, to give people water, I think is very important.
I think I agree with that. The one thing that I will also say, though, is I would be interested in knowing what the return on my investment is, though, because something where they're like, oh yeah, it goes towards company to get people water. Like, is it every dollar gives them a cent? Is it that half the money goes?
Yeah.
I'm sure they have something in there somewhere about that, but I'm just saying, when you see a lot of these companies be like, we'll donate for everything you buy, but don't really say what, or people like, who was it in the last Super Bowl, like Bud Light or somebody donated like some chump change compared to what they spent on the ad for the Super Bowl. And I'm like, your advertisement said you donated $100,000, or maybe even it was less, and you just spent $1 million or so dollars on a Super Bowl ad. Like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Great that you donated money, but you did that as a PR move, not to help.
So the big question is it a nonprofit?
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure there's
is
information
it a
in there.
not-for-profit, or is it is every penny going into the production of the bottling of the water? Because I have to assume, like, it's not like Tom's, where every pair of shoes you buy, a kid gets a pair of shoes. That's not really something you can track. This is something where they're only, as far as I know, they're only making as many bottles as the amount of ads you pay for. So let's say, for example, you can get 1,000 bottles with your label on it for $100. Right? So like, maybe there's a couple dollar fee for the advertiser, like maybe 10% or 20%, but all that money is only going to create the bottle, right? I think that's the idea, or at least I hope so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree with the free water thing. I think that's really cool. I think that taking it much further than that is gonna like kind of rub me the wrong way. But I mean, I guess what do you do? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think it, like you said, the packaging of this is neat. I don't know what future stuff would hold with it, but we're also maybe a little bit on the pessimistic side of all that stuff. So
the guy on TikTok the owner keeps saying like, oh, this is what Coke's gonna do. This is what
I
Pepsi's
could definitely
gonna
see
do.
that, but
I'd appreciate that. But also I don't drink soda, so free soda for other people is great. But I think
I don't.
free water is great
Yeah.
for people who need water.
No,
Free soda is like
Don't be
we
giving
need
people
that.
free soda, man. That's
Yeah.
like
Dude, freesoda.io.
I'm
Free drpepper.io. Yeah, okay, that's it.